Good morning, welcome back to the vlog. Out and about this morning, so I'm just picking up my free daily Booths coffee with a Booths card. If you live in the north of England, I highly recommend you sign up and get a Booths membership card, because once a day you get a free coffee. It's nothing special, but it beats Nescafe instant. And if you didn't watch the vlog a couple of days ago when I went running, I went on a 7-mile run and we're now on day 3. The pain is just getting even worse. I am genuinely struggling to walk this morning. But anyway, I'm gonna drive home now. It's about a 30-minute drive home. I'm gonna put my kit on. The sun is out this morning, so I think I'm gonna head out on the bike. Made it home, heading out on the bike now. I arranged to meet Brian at 10:30. At this rate, I'm gonna be about 7 minutes late, so I'm trying to press on a little bit. I'm so unfit.
Do you know how long we've been stood here?
I told you I'd be late.
Maybe it was you, something in the room that illuminated me. Cause I was in the dark, wrestling the scars, but you took away everything.
I've got to admit, as much as I love training and working hard, it's always nice at the end of the season, like this time of the year, where there's just no stress to train. I can literally ride as much or as little as I want. At the minute, I'm just riding on days where the weather's nice. And my personal thinking is, because we've had such a bad summer in terms of the weather, in terms of rain and lack of sunshine, I think we're gonna have like a real good October, which is what has happened in previous years. However, again, in October, I'm heading off to so I just know. I know when I go there, the weather's gonna be awesome here in the UK. So me and Brian are just doing a short ride today, an hour or so, just cruising around. However, for the majority, or for the bulk of today's video, I want to talk about something, talk about a subject that I think is extremely prominent here in 2017. Esports, also known as electronic sports, is a form of competition that is facilitated by electronic systems, particularly video games. The input of players and teams, as well as the output of esports systems, are mediated by human-computer interfaces. Most commonly, esport takes form of organised multiplayer video game competitions, particularly between professional players. Growing up, I was massively into video games. Kind of my high school years was when esports was really taking off, when competitive gaming was really taking off. I don't know if you can see behind me here, but I've got a PlayStation 4 and a gaming PC, both of which I still occasionally use. Back in the day, I used to be a huge Call of Duty fan. Now, the reason I talk about esports, it's not because I want to talk about Call of Duty, it's because I want to talk about something that is currently happening today over in France, more specifically over in Paris, and that is the CVR World, the Cycling Virtual Reality World Championships, which can be sort of simplified down to the Zwift World Championships. So the reason I want to talk about the Zwift World Championships is because this is a whole new phenomenon to cycling, and I just want to give my opinion. I know a lot of people are for this, and I also know there are some old school hardcore cyclists that just think this is completely ludicrous. The very first thing I want to address is there a market for this type of racing, for this type of competitive racing? Now, all we have to do is take a look at the prize fund of $45,000, and there is our answer. There is definitely a market here in terms of sponsorship. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I think the $45,000 prize pool is bigger than any British domestic races prize fund. Like, that is an insane amount of money for a virtual bike race. A virtual bike race. And do I think Zwift racing is the future? Yeah, I do. I remember when I was growing up, getting into gaming myself, getting into Call of Duty, and seeing these competitive Call of Duty players coming through, and people were doubting, and people were saying, this isn't a thing, this is just a trend that's going to die off. People, you can't make a job out of playing a video game. And now, 2017, there's guys making literally $10 million a year playing a video game. So do I think Zwift racing has a future? Do I think this is going to take off? I genuinely do. And what I think makes it so exciting is just how accessible it is to watch. Because there are so many sponsors on board, it is A, free to watch, it's B, all over the internet, and 99% of people now who live in the Western economy have internet. If you're watching this video, you're able to watch the Zwift World Championships, the CVR World Championships. The racing is much, much shorter than traditional racing. I mean, these guys are racing for an hour to an hour and a half. Because it's short, it means it's more unpredictable, it's more aggressive, it's more exciting. It also can be performed in more of an arena type venue. For example, boxing has huge crowd participation. Football has huge crowd participation. That is because they all can join into one venue. All the guys are set up in the middle of the venue on their trainers, and they could fill a stadium of spectators watching these guys in the middle battle it out in the races. I think it's an incredibly exciting time for sport and for cycling, but it also kind of puts me on this weird fence, because I feel like if I wasn't into gaming when I was younger, if I wasn't into competitive gaming, I probably wouldn't be as for this as I am. As much as I can see a huge market here in terms of participation, in terms of sponsorship, in terms of financial backing, in terms of financial gain, it does kind of make me worry about traditional bike racing. I love watching your traditional bike racing. I love watching the Tour de France, the Paris-Roubaix, the Tour of Britain, and I sincerely hope that the growth of esport is only a catalyst for the growth of traditional bike racing. But that's just my opinion. I want you to let me know in the comments down below. Do you feel like there is a place for esport, e-cycling, Zwift racing, virtual racing, electronic bike racing? I don't really know what the collective term can be, but if you think there is a place for that, if you think that there is a future for that, drop a comment down below. If you aren't a supporter of esport, also let me know. Let's start a discussion down in the comments.
These moments I just can't resist. This is everything I wished, and so much more.
Are you excited to go for a walk? Are you excited?
Does it ever dawn on you that when you're speaking to your dog and asking said dog a question, they're not going to reply to you because dogs can't talk? That's just a thought I was thinking to myself. Why do we always speak to dogs and ask them questions like they're going to reply? And obviously they can't reply. But anyway, me, Sam and Lexi are up in Parbold this evening. We're heading down all the way down this hill to the bottom of the hill, down to the canal at the bottom of the hill. I reckon Lexi wants to go for a swim. So that's where we're going to go.
Made it.
Lexi, I was going to say, do you want to go in the water? But it looks like you already have. Oh, Liverpool.
29 miles away.
Achievable. Alright, I think today has peaked. I'm going to end today's video here. Thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, I would really appreciate a thumbs up in this video. And as always, I'll see you tomorrow at 5 PM.